Hi, this is Misha, and we were just out today, sweating a lot, because it was humid, hot, and we kind of just felt like bringing this shotgun out. It's nothing terribly new. This is the Armageddon, this is the Armageddon G12 shotgun. You could call this an AR15 style, or at least inspired shotgun. It's manufactured in America by Anatolia, and it's basically based on the Turkish Akdal MKA 1919, which was an earlier import. Centerfire had a lot of them, but it has some refinements and upgrades. And these are quite lightweight, quite affordable, and somewhat interesting. If you looked at our earlier videos, we have more videos, it seems like, on self-loading shotguns than we do pump, so it's kind of a nice fit. This is pretty much in stock configuration. The only thing I added these backup sights. These are just Beretta sights off the ARX, but they seemed well suited to this gun because it's kind of a polymer-y, plasticky gun. So yeah, we shot it and so we'd see how it did, and it honestly performed quite well with some exceptions. But let's look at the features. We have an 18.5-inch barrel. This does have, I'm going to point this at you, screw-in chokes, internal chokes. It actually comes with extras here in this little kind of nice case. So you get a total of 3 chokes with the gun, plus a little tool. This is a gas piston system gun. The piston's under the handguard here. On top we have a pick rail. You can mount side rails or change out the handguard if you wish. We have a rotating sling swivel. We have a second pick wheel on the top here of the receiver. So we have side options. As from the factory, these don't come with sights, but as you see, you can put whatever you really want on them. We have a charging handle, very similar to, say, a Remington 1100, 1187. Very typical. It's on the one side, of course. As you see, there's a bolt hold open. Much of the lower controls are AR15 style. The mag release. These are straight in, drop-free mags. Standard is 5 rounds. It is made of metal with a polymer base plate. We also worked with the extended 10-round mag. This is also metal with a kind of a polymer overmold here. This will fire both 2 3/4 and 3-inch Magnum. Flipping it over, you see the bolt release, very AR style. AR style safety. It will go on to safe with uncocked. We have kind of an ergonomic pistol grip. It's actually pretty comfortable. Fixed trigger guard. It comes from the factory with the Rogers Super Stock that has the lock, 6-position tube with standard castle nut. This will take standard AR15 stocks, including a fixed A2 or whatever. It'll take standard AR15 pistol grips as well. And that's pretty much the run through of this shotgun. It is very lightweight, under 7 pounds. I'd say about 6.5. It has a lot of polymer construction, including this lower. To take it apart, we have push pins here. Now these are non-captive. They're very tight, so I'm not going to but you do need to take both of them out to separate the upper and lower, unlike on an AR where you just need to take the back one out. But they're very HK style pins, nicely fitted together. Actually, this upper and lower has no play to speak of, so that's nice. Disassembly, again, you separate those. To take apart the gas system, it's very easy. You just unscrew this. Notice the sling swivel doesn't rotate. That's nice. It's captive and rotates 360, so you don't have to worry about that. And then once that's off, this slides forward. Is a handguard. It is a two-piece affair with a collar, and here's your gas system. It compresses and then goes forward. If you want to disassemble further, it's actually quite easy. You have two opposing threaded collars here to take it all apart. This will separate the barrel, and yeah, so it actually can be taken apart without tools, which is nice. So how did it do? It did quite well. To be fair, they warn that these do not like low brass shells. They recommend running them with the high brass stuff and heavier loadings. Well, we didn't have any high brass. So, we all we had were Walmart cheapo shells, low brass. So we were expecting a little bit of problem. And this was a brand new shotgun with brand new mags. And as expected, the first few shots, it had some short strokes. It ignited every time it would get around in the chamber, but we had some failures to eject. Pretty much exactly what we experienced with the Sega 12 when it was brand new using low brass. But after, about 20 shots, it started to smooth out. In fact, the bolt itself is considerably smoother now. Actually, it's very smooth than when it was just straight out of the box.
Ready? Yep. Yep. Well, it ejected that time.
Yep, we're getting there.
Get there. Yep. Good.
Yay, we actually got two in a row.
Nice.
That was it.
Well, two that time.
Yep. I can feel it kind of dragging there.
Didn't eject spin case.
Yep. Let's see how it does. Okay.
You're good? Go ahead. Yep.
Getting better.
Getting better, yeah. It just seemed like it's...
It may be like that Sega 12. Remember, it was kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, it is low brass, so I'm gonna cut it some slack.
Yeah. Didn't spin. Ten rounds. First successful string of the day.
Made it. So basically, break-in period. After about a box of low brass, it seemed like it really started to smooth out, and we were able to get through a full 10-round magazine without trouble. Next time, we'll probably bring a box of 3-inch Magnums to run through it, and we think after 20 of those, it'll be fully broken in and it won't have any trouble with low brass. Again, we've had this experience with many other self-loading shotguns. So all in all, we're going to say, it performed quite well, considering they warned ahead of time not to even use the ammo we were using. But we'll shoot it again. We just, it was nearby and thought there weren't a ton of videos on it. Recoil is pretty stout, honestly, because of it being so lightweight. But it is kind of a straight back push because the gas system is below the barrel, not above. So we'll probably look for a muzzle brake. I'm sure someone makes them for this thread pattern. It looks to be Benelli, Beretta style. It may not be, but I'm going to check tonight online and see if it's compatible, and if so, I'll probably get a muzzle brake for it. And then we'll try it again. But it's kind of a fun little gun. These aren't terribly expensive. They're about $500, $550 brand new retail. And that gets you a 5-round mag and 3 chokes. And again, it is AR stock compatible, so you can put whatever you want on here. Personally, I think I'd like an A2 stock. One interesting thing we noticed, typically your higher capacity magazines are more problematic, but we found the 10-round mag to be easier to load and just generally just better. The 5-round mag was fine, but one weird thing, this is the bolt hold open right here. You have to kind of push it in as you're loading. But with the 10-round mag, it goes without issue. And I've noticed this with at least half a dozen 10-rounders and at least 3 5-rounders. They all want to do that. So this is one of the rare instances where the high cap mag seems to be the better constructed one. And this is what we actually were able to run a full mag through with, 10 rounds out of this, fully loaded up. And unlike on a Sega with the Rock and Lock magwell, you can insert a full mag in this without a ton of resistance, even with the bolt forward. Another thing we noticed, and this could have just been a fluke, I only tried it once. I did have the bolt back, I put in a fresh mag, and then I pressed the bolt latch to let it go forward, and it overrode the round. So that could have just been a fluke, but after that we always just charge the bolt when we wanted to cycle a new shell in. So just a little preliminary fun at the range. Nice trigger on these, honestly. The guns are pretty smooth. They feel reasonably well constructed for the money. I'm kind of impressed. But then again, I wasn't expecting much. These are made in the USA, even if they're made on a Turkish pattern. And the mags are marked Armagon 2. And they're made in the USA. So there's no 922R concerns to speak of. And it looks pretty customizable with the removable handguards and the ability to bolt on rails, and again, ability to take some AR15 parts. Like I said, we just felt like sharing. Hope you enjoyed it. Very informal review. If you like shotguns, we also have a few vids on the Benelli M4, the Vepr 12, the Sega 12, and so on and so forth. So please check out the combat shotgun playlist. If you have any comments, if you own one of these yourself and would like to share your own experiences, we'd love to hear about them because ours are very limited at this point. And if you liked the video, we'd appreciate a click. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please check out the link to our Patreon page. This is Misha, and we'll catch you next time.